Hi there, I'm Tomas Michaud. Welcome to my second day of my 30 days of guitar coaching. So today I want to answer the question, should I warm up? Now, let me read what I got here. I understand professional guitar players need to warm up, but I'm just a beginner. What if I'm only practicing for 10 minutes, let's say? Good question. I think it's common knowledge that warming up before any kind of sport or exercise helps prevent injuries, or at least reduces them. But I think there's more to it than that when it has to do with guitar. There are two main reasons I encourage all my beginning guitar students to warm up when they start their guitar practicing. The first, which I consider very important, is that the warm-up is your chance to practice getting the techniques just right. In particular, I have students do an exercise so they can practice getting their fingers in just the right place on the guitar neck and just the right amount of pressure, or at least work on that. Now, normally when you're practicing, you're focusing on other materials. But when you're warming up, the idea is to really put your attention on just those things, the little subtleties of the technique, the pressure, and getting your hand and positioning just right. The second is because it will generally make for a better practice session. It'll go a little smoother, it'll be a little easier, and you'll enjoy it more. That way you're more likely to practice more often, and you'll feel better about your practice. Now, I'll confess, I've been guilty of not warming up even for periods of time. And over the years, I've really come to realize how much more I get accomplished in a practice session if I warm up and go at it with a fresh attitude. It's not just my muscles that I'm relaxing, but it's kind of getting my focus together before I really get into something. So, what should you be using for a warm-up? Well, if you've been playing for a little while, it's going to depend on what you're working on in that practice session. For example, if you're working on a song and you're going to be using a lot of bar chords, I'd probably warm up with something like bar chords, or at least partial bar chords to get your fingers kind of going that direction. If you're going to be doing a lot of soloing, something with scales or basic single notes. I personally have a basic warm-up routine that some things stay the same and then other things change depending on what I'll be working on in that practice session. If you're a beginner, any good single note exercise will work because, again, the focus should be on getting your fingers in the right place and the right pressure, and you need something that's fairly simple so your attention's not going in different directions. Choose something that's fairly easy and that you have memorized so you're not trying to figure out how to do it as you go along. And the more it gets to be familiar, the more you can put your attention on the actual technique involved. For my beginning students, I recommend they start out with a simple finger developer exercise. The exercise goes through all 6 strings, and you play one note at a time, slowly and in rhythm. If you'd like to check out that exercise, I'll put a link in the description. So how long should you warm up for? There's certainly no hard and fast rule, but if you'd like some kind of guideline, I would go with, 15 to 20% of the amount of time that you're practicing, make that a warm-up. So for an example, if you're going to practice for 20 minutes, make the first 3 minutes, 4 minutes a warm-up session. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll be back again tomorrow for day 3. Again, I want to invite you to join me for the next 28 days, not only to watch my guitar coaching videos, but also go ahead and pull out your guitar and practice a little bit. It's a great way to develop a practice habit. Before you go, I'd like to get your opinion. Do you find it beneficial to warm up before you start your practice routine? Do you have any favorite warm-up exercises? Go ahead and leave a comment below and let us know. Bye for now.